Welcome back. You're still watching Morning Live. So if you've ever seen perfect magwinya, this is what we are talking about today. We'll let the camera guys show you in a bit, but we're going to talk about the bread box, which was established in July 2017. In 2018, the company opened a retail store in Midrand, and in January 2020, the business expanded its offering by acquiring a cooking studio. Following the COVID-19 outbreak, the business managed to innovate and survive by using online platforms for ordering and fulfillment of orders. Through their operations, the Bread Box Bakery has managed to give more than 50 students from culinary schools an opportunity to do their industry placements and get practical work experience as part of their requirements to complete their studies. The Bread Box company has also developed a pre-mixes for baked goods that make baking convenient and easy for anyone. Now, to tell us more, we're joined in studio by the founder, Matlogonolo Ledwaba. She's in studio with us. Matlogonolo, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning.
Let's talk about the Bread Box and how the company was established. What's the inspiration behind that?
You know, like when I started Bread Box, I was not really starting a business. I started it out of curiosity. So I was in corporate and I saw women in the streets, like carrying their kids on the back. I was like, there is no other person in their right mind who would sit here just for fun of it. And then we spoke to them and then asked them what would take them out of the streets.
Right.
Because my grandmother has taught me how to bake and I had a skill. And I said, if somebody else can teach you a skill, would you get off the streets, not rely on grants and stuff like that? Because also we need to find ways of helping the government, because I personally believe that grants are not a sustainable way of doing, but giving people something to do and a skill would actually. So that's how it started. We started picking up these women in Midrand in the streets and then getting them into my house and then baking while I go to work and then leaving them with my helper. And then that's how we really started doing the bread box. That's where it was born.
Yeah,
yes.
And perfecting the skill, you know, I imagine it took a while as well for them to, you know, get into what you were trying to do, because you were taught by your grandmother and, you know, passing on the skill to these women.
Yes, perfecting the skill also, and also dealing with people. And some of them really didn't want to work. They wanted the money.
Yeah.
So when they get it, they will run away and then they come back. So over and above perfecting the skill, you had to have a heart to deal with people. So that was the biggest challenge of trying to convince people to stay on and show the benefits of having a skill, because if somebody has taught you a skill, they cannot take away from you.
That's true. All right, I want to talk about the mixes that you brought for us. Yes. This is for people like me who can't bake to save their lives. I mean, this is for magwinya as well. Tell us a little bit about the mixes that you brought for us.
So our pre-mixes really, like, you know, like during COVID, right? A lot of people, you know, there was a time when there was shortage of flour, there was no yeast in the stuff, and then people were like making flops and stuff. So it was really born out of seeing people on social media complaining about they can't bake to save their life, and an aha moment came in there to say, then what do I then do? What is it that we can create to do? But obviously people would say, but there are so many products that are there in there. But ours, the difference is it's convenient. Like our magwinya mix, you just add water. And then you do your dough. And then, so I always tell people that if you can't do this, then it means then cooking or baking is not your thing. So, but ours is convenient, and it's not even for people who can't cook. I mean, we've got people that are busy and stuff, like, you know, so it's very convenient for people, and the quality of the product is high, it's well received, and I think we're proud of what we have created.
Yeah, and I see it's also got instructions as well. You have instructions on the packaging as well.
Yes.
And you've also, we only just touched a little bit on magwinya, but there's dumpling as well and other stuff. Talk to us about that.
Yes, there's dumpling, there's scone, there's a cake mix, chocolate and vanilla, and then there's two other products that are not here. It's chocolate and vanilla buttercream.
Right.
Like after making your cakes or your soup, then you ice your cake. It's like they call it icing.
Yes. So you don't need that.
It's ready-made. Like you just take a spoon and then put it in your piping bag or however you pipe it, and then you pipe your cake, and then you're ready to go.
What has come with being the business growing? What challenges have come with that?
Yeah, I think for me, access to market is our biggest challenge, and then also access to funding is our biggest challenge. So so we're dealing with those, and then while you're still dealing with those, then the biggest challenge for us as a bakery is load shedding.
Yeah.
Yes, because the cost of operations are going high because you have to get a generator, you have to, petrol costs are high, and also then you have to weigh because even the interest rates are high, and then people are not affording the to buy, so they choose. So you really have to get in between, like, do I increase my prices? How do I? So we really, between load shedding, interest rates being high, and people losing their jobs, we really are, our bags are pinned behind the wall.
Yeah. And how are you distributing this? Are you maybe in conversation with the big retailers so that people can get access to these?
So we're currently on Macro Online. We're on zulzi.com and then Midworld. And then we're also on our website.
Yeah.
So our biggest platform right now is Macro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about what we have here. What did you bring for us? Kibona makuinya, and then these are the scones. Are these obviously the scones and the makuinya that you make using this?
Yes, so our pre-mixes, we use them because we've got a storefront it's an experience store with what we do. Because everything that we do in store, we do from scratch.
Right.
Yeah, so everything that you get in, that you see, it was done by our people from scratch.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is the one secret that your grandmother shared with you when she was teaching you how to make makuinya and bake and all these?
So the only thing that she said to me, she said, when you cook, your heart must be pure because you are transferring the energy. So it will come out as it is. Because when you cook, when you are angry and stuff, it would show. So every time, a kitchen is a happy place.
Yes.
So a kitchen is a place where you should release your happy hormones and stuff. If you're not, then things would come out the way you feel.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Tell us a little bit about what's this.
This is our orange Madeira loaf.
Okay.
It's one of the best. It's one of our best sellers. This is the best makuinya in town. You can go anywhere else, and then we can even do a survey. You'll tell them that the bread box has the best makuinya in town. And these are our scones. Our scones are mainly loved by old people because they've got that traditional thing. Because now when you get into suburbs and everything else, then you get people, the sugar level, and so we accommodate everybody. These are our croissants. So we also a pastry business. So we do pastries. That's why we take kids, students from culinary school to come and do practicals in so that they can finish their studies. So we're not all about business, but I believe also business is about involving the community that you live in, because without the community that you live in, then you don't have customers, you don't have. So our business is more community-based. We are more involved. And even when we won the awards, majority of the people that supported us was people that were in Midrand, because without the community that you live in, even the people that we hire are the people that are surrounded by the community that we live in, from Tembisa, Oliven, and stuff, because we want to make a difference in the community, because I believe that's what business should be about.
All right.
Sure. But cooking and your emotions need to be pure. Sure, that struck a chord.
All right.
That struck a chord.
You must be clear. You must be very clear.